Thriller, baby. Thriller, baby. Thriller, baby. Thriller, baby. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Back at you with another one. Game gonna be the game. I'm your host, T. Ross. Got the coolest co-host with me in the city, K. Crump. Y'all know what it is. Let's get to it.
Really, I wanted to get into what we teaching our kids. You know what I'm saying? Because that has a lot to do with what we seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to look at these generation, like this new generation of kids that don't want to work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how did you raise them? Did you raise them cleaning up his room? Was you teaching
Right.
them responsibility? And that hard work pays off. All of these kind of like, you know what I'm saying? The discipline, and not just the discipline of whooping them, but teaching them the system, and that okay, if you do something bad that you knew was bad, you're gonna get something taken away. You're gonna lose something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? In a lot of cases, you're gonna end up hurt. But I'm teaching you this system so that when you get out in the world on your own, that you ain't gonna just be
Mm-hmm.
able to start do what you want to do and get away with it all the time. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some consequences and repercussions for your actions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to take responsibility for them. Um, and that's it's almost like the parents are like, where are the parents when everybody talking about, man, this next generation, where are the parents at? What are they saying?
Well, I think
You
I
know what I'm
think
saying?
to whoever defense, you know what I'm saying. But because you got to look at it too, like back when we was coming up, it was a little different. You know what I'm saying. I can't lie because I'm different with my kids too. But when I remember when like we couldn't even go in the same room with the grown folks. If the grown folks was in there playing spades or whatever they doing, we couldn't come in there and just get the just chilling around them like that. You got to go in there in the room, play with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It was a certain level of respect that they demanded from the kids. Versus nowadays, it's like whatever goes. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I demanded a certain level of respect from mine, but if I'm playing spades, I don't care if they end up playing. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how different things was. You had to come in when the street lights came on. You know what I'm saying? It was certain things like you couldn't be up, to a certain time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, like I don't put time limits on my kids though. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people looked at that like, man, what's wrong with you? Woo woo. But don't get me wrong, like my son's excellent in whatever. You know what I'm saying? Daughter, same
Yep.
thing. They good grades. No, I always felt like this because I ain't gonna put like no pressure on you to go over here to school and be so focused on school. You see what I'm saying? Because if I'm training you your whole life that it's all about school, it's all about school, it's all about school, you're gonna grow up and think like that. And the reality of it is you can go for all these years and shit, graduate, whatever, and not be doing nothing with the shit you learned in school. So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, to me, that's more of a discipline thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, that for real, like at the beginning of it is discipline, and I believe school teach you kind of discipline. You know what I'm saying? So uh, the rest of that math, science, and all this, since only a few of them things that you're going to use throughout life, the rest of it is your preference. Cause like if you want to go on to learn more science, or if you want to go on to be an engineer, if you want to go on to be, a reading teacher, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But just to keep learning that, year after year after year for all these years, bro, it's starting to look like it's just a waste of time. We wasted half our life when we could be dedicating some of them years to being successful. You know what I'm saying? Instead of dedicating all them goddamn years just to this, or and just to still not do nothing with it though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't understand. Think about how much realistically, what outside of math and let's say really science, really math for real, and reading, what you use on a day to day basis from school.
I mean, what you would need to survive? Not really anything.
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? I
Nothing.
mean, you could use geometry. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna go on to be an architect. See, the thing about
But that's
school,
the thing. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
school,
Before you get into it, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
If you're gonna be say that again, if you're gonna be an architect, why am I learning geometry if I ain't gonna be no architect? If I'm just gonna be whatever, a reading teacher. I'm never gonna use none of this. What's the
Well,
purpose? When I graduate and get in the field, like I ain't gonna know. What I'm gonna know is this: how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. We learned that in eighth grade. You know what I'm saying? Ninth grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th, all that up there. You know what I'm saying? We could have been learning how to structure businesses and run businesses, bro. We could have been learning how to that same thing I was just talking about, financial literacy. That's not taught inside the household. They could be teaching us classes on real estate, how to buy property and goddamn rent out, level like scale businesses and run business. They could have been teaching us that too, but they choose not to. I would like to know what's the reason why they choose not to teach this. But then they want me to be an advocate for teaching whatever gender in school. Come on now. Realistically, this where we at with it. What's the bigger picture? You know what I'm saying? In real life, because I only can see it one way. You're trying to make somebody self destruct so they won't surpass you, right? Why you care that much about that? If you want the world to circulate, if the children is our future and you want them to be successful like you claim you want them to be, why we ain't teaching them the things they need to survive? We're not teaching them none of that. And that's the problem right there.
well, as a teacher, you know what I'm saying, and I tell my kids, you know what I'm saying, I'm your teacher, in life. You got teachers in all these different subjects, but I'm your life teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I teach you the things that's gonna help you survive in the world on your own, be independent, not need anybody. You know what I'm saying? They giving you a lot of the tools that's gonna help you succeed financially. I'm giving you the tools that you're gonna need to be alive, to stay alive.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? For
Right.
longevity, to, sustain life. Um,
Yeah.
so what I'm teaching you is most important, but that don't
Hmm.
mean that what they giving you is not important at all, because it can take you to the next level financially. So, and then
Hmm.
what I believe about school is that a lot of it is unnecessary. Um,
Hmm.
and I mean, they proved that, right, with all the lies that we've been taught growing up. They
Right.
proved that much to us. Like, you know, uh, we could do whatever we want to do. You know what I mean? We could teach y'all whatever we want to teach y'all when it comes to this subject. So I would say, history is really not necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I say that with respect to everybody who study history and who give it to us, because it does give you a sense of, belonging. You know what I mean? Knowing where you come from, uh, uh, and what I mean about it's not useful in the sense that you can't really, like, I've been hearing people talk about taking back their land. You know what I'm saying? Because this is where we from and all of. Like, it's just not realistic. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna respect that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this my land. I was here first. Give me my land back. Yeah, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good. They stole it. They know they stole it. It's not. It ain't no secret. I don't care if they stole it from you or them over there. It don't make no difference.
Yeah, it was
It
stolen,
was
right? I
stolen.
guess.
They pillagers. That's what they do. They, you know what I'm saying? They would, you know. So it's not. It's certain subjects that's just, I feel like, not as useful, but I do believe that when you get to high school, they give you certain tools like, geometry and all of that stuff. I feel like it's exposure. Like I do with my kids. I put them in different sports and let them learn these sports just so they can figure out what their passion is. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
might find their passion is one of those sports, or, playing an instrument or something like that. So it's more so, I feel like, exposure, you know, but it's the idea that they have, made it to where you can't make it to the next level. I feel like they should just respect it. If you don't take to it, uh, or you just not interested in it, then maybe they should ease up off you when it comes to that subject. Okay, if as long as you showing more attention and a couple other classes, or and I'm not saying let you fail the class, but you know what I'm saying, just not don't spend as much time in that class as you do the other ones that you showing more potential in. You know what I'm saying? You showing more, you giving more of your energy to, you get more excited about. So, I feel like as far as when it comes to dividing up the time and where you spend more of your time at, it's sort of like college. You know what I'm saying? It majors. You know what you want to major in. We're gonna give you those courses, those kind of courses that's geared towards, that major. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with you in that sense, but you know, I do think that school is necessary for a lot of reasons, and not just that. It's also because we got lives, we got work, we got to go out and we got to do what we got to do. And kids are gonna be kids, bro. There's too many distractions out here. They got the world in the palm of their hands. They easily dive into this stuff, and that's why you got a lot of these kids out here thinking, they feel like they wake up one morning feeling like they a girl, they want to be a boy today. You know what I'm saying? They a boy, they want to be a girl today. Because they seen something on the phone where they did it before and they wanted to try it and see how it felt. Or you got kids that just want to, take control of whatever they can because they got parents telling them to do everything that they doing all day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got somebody else controlling them, so they gonna control whatever little bit they can. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you get the kids testing you. And that's what this is, bro. It's like, this little boy is 9, 10 years old. What do he know about sex? What do he know about love? Or, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that. He shouldn't even be thinking along them lines. You know what I'm saying? Sure enough, he getting up to
Hey, you
puberty. But if you're not teaching him and you letting him basically raise himself and decide for himself what he gonna do, then you know what I'm saying? It make all the sense in the world that he confused. You know what I'm saying? Or she confused because you ain't giving him uh the basically the guidance that he need to understand that you are a boy. You raise a boy like a boy. He only know what you give him. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Don't no boy come out of the womb just ready to fight and go, you know what I'm saying, work hard and no nobody ain't nobody like that, man. And ain't no man or woman coming out the womb thinking about their sexuality. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They raised a certain way. The parent that spend most of the time with that kid is gonna rub off on that kid. They gonna have some of their ways, but that's why you need that even balance. That's why you need both parents. You know what I'm saying? So that they get both sides of it, and they understand the benefits of being a man and the benefits of being a woman, and the
Yeah.
responsibilities that come with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough raising a kid, but when it comes to what we teaching them, it gotta be full circle. It gotta be, and we gotta own up to it
It's,
too,
I
bro.
I mean, yeah, too on the teaching thing that can be, as far because it's a lot of grown people that don't know nothing, man. They don't know shit. If you don't know nothing, you can't teach the child nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's realistically, like bro, like, and I know I probably said this before, but it blows my mind to know that it's grown men out here that can't change tires, can't change their oil. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna get deep with alternators and the rest of it, water pumps and bro. When you can't change a tire, bro, that mean if I have a family, I'm grown, I got a family, me, my wife, my kids, we on a road trip and boom, have a flat. Now what I'm gonna do? Wait on AAA? Jack and a spare in the trunk. I'm gonna say it 3 hours. So when we say like what we teach, like if these grown men now they having kids, what they gonna teach theirs? They don't even know. So somewhere down the line, something got mixed up. Somebody was too worried about something over here, or wasn't enough men in the household. Some had to go on to where these kids don't know nothing. The woman looking at him and he looking at her, basically on the trip. They don't know. Wait on. She looking at him like he the man. You can't get out there and change the tire. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but what grown and want to be respected as a man. That's all I'm saying. Cause so when he running, and then the woman looking at him sideways like, nigga, you ain't even, come on, man, bro, dog, what's up? You feel me? You ain't no man. You know what I'm saying? You got all the credentials, but you not a man. So at the end of the day, shit, I mean, we need to be learning at this point. We need to go back to school and learn some of them lies, like you were saying earlier, them lies. Or is it even worth learning the lies? Could we sit at home and just listen to our pops? Put us up on game and teach us about how life goes, like you were saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I'm for some of it too, but at the end of the day, it's like, bro, these kids barely can read, bro. They could, I mean, you take the cell phone away, they ain't even gonna know direction. Real talk.
Yeah,
I guarantee you take the cell phone out of 90% of the 21-year-olds hand, they ain't gonna tell you which, they ain't gonna be able to tell you which way north, south, east, and west. At the end of the day, it's like it's time for us to start learning. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so busy caught up in the next designer that's coming out. Stop being so busy caught up in the new J's. What's going on at the club? Who Tasha sleeping with? Who Tyrone smashing up today? Stop worrying about all that, bro. None of that means nothing, bro. We need to start focusing on our kids. You know what I'm saying? If we really want them to be in better situations, instead of just talking about it, because a lot of people just be talking about it and just be talking. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some people in situations where they could have put their kids in a way better situation, but they didn't, because they cared more about the new Gucci that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm
just,
saying, bro.
just
That's all I'm talking about. I'm talking about these people. We all know, you know what I'm saying, there's a certain poverty level that you got to talk to, because at the end of the day, it's like everybody can't do all of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm a welfare baby, so I'm all for whatever. You know what I'm saying? The people that need help. At the end of the day, because there's a lot of people out here that really need help, but
mhm.
then there's a lot of people that just be playing the system. Shit, I got smart now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, man. It's crazy because it's when it comes to our kids are products of us. Just like we was just talking about. That's why I be saying it's a dominant. It all fit together, bro. It's all, what we bringing around them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always, and that's why, when you have a child, your life gotta change, bro. If you was any kind of, wasting your time on this over here or that over there in the streets or doing all of this type, your life gotta change, bro. It gotta be geared more towards productivity. You know what I'm saying? Making shit happen. Whether you got a girl or a boy, you gotta show them what it means to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And the mom gotta show them what it means to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have these understandings and an even balance between the two. You know what I'm saying? What we teaching our kid, and then the all of the, and that's why the kids so caught up in the fashion, the celebrity world. You know what I'm saying? They can't put the phones down, stop scrolling. You know what I'm saying? Taking selfies all day. Recording they self and all of that type of shit. It's like this is what y'all in they in the cars, they singing these. This the one of the biggest, the craziest things I think is going on with our kids and what we teaching them. You know what I'm saying? Whether you know it or not, it's indirect teaching because what we listening to, the music
Mm-hmm.
that we listening to, when you not around your kids, they listening to that same music. But now guess what
And
though? It's a little bit more activity when they with their friends. It's a little bit more than just listening. What you think they don't go to parties no more? Think they ain't having parties no more? They having them motherfuckers, bro. And it's a little different. It's a little bit more intimate. They not as shy as we used to be to ask the girl to dance or try to, you know what I'm saying? They move they own business. They already done got situated before they got there with the selfies and the, you know what I'm saying, before they even got to the party. They already know who they trying to get up with and all that type of shit already. So, they moving a little faster nowadays because they got these phones. They got easier access to each other. You know what I'm saying? So shit to sped up. So you gotta speed up your teaching. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no such thing as teaching your kids nothing too young. It ain't no such thing. You get your hands on them and you teach them. It's about how you delivering the message. It's about how you teaching them. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't just throw it in their face. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not teaching. Now you just showing. Now you just having them. You know what I'm saying? You got to deliver it. You got to, ease on into it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the topic. You know what I'm saying? But give it to them and take your time with them. Be patient with your kids. It's like, I don't have all the patience in the world either, but I know I need to, have a little bit more. But that's something that I done worked on for a long time. So I got a lot more patience than I used to have, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to my kids, because I know how valuable that is to have, to possess. You know what I'm saying? When you teaching your kids, man, because your kids human too. If somebody talking at you all the time, when they address you, they always talking at you. Eventually, you just gonna, man, you gonna block it out. You ain't gonna want to hear from them. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga always, you just talking. I don't even want to you fussing all the time. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You gotta talk to your kids like they human too. Like you would want somebody to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be catching people a lot like that. Like, bro, calm down, bro, because then you gonna get that same energy from me. Then where we gonna end up? And for what?
Right.
And for what? Because at the end of the day, where we gonna end up is you know what I'm saying? What we gonna get out of it? You know what I'm saying? What we really gonna get out of it when really we could ain't no telling we could, you know what I'm saying, address each other like we should address each other. You know what I'm saying? Create something between us, build something between us instead of tearing each other down. Cause that's all that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And then when a nigga like this, you like, motherfucker get to talking like that, people look at it like, oh man, you soft for you. You know what I'm saying? Well, I stopped caring about that so long ago. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't on that level, that just means you ain't there yet. Cause you gonna get there. Oh, you
Yeah.
gonna get there. And it all depends, see, because you're gonna get to a level where you're gonna get to an age where people ain't even gonna be trying to conversate with you. They gonna be trying to talk to you. They gonna be looking at you like, oh, look at that old man. Or look at that old lady. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be the end of it. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to get up with you because you can't do nothing for them.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Then you just gonna be miserable. Wishing that you had you know what I'm saying, collaborated with, you know what I'm saying, more people instead of just taking on that attitude, you know what I'm saying, with your own kind. You feel what I'm saying? That, you want to be better than them or they think they better than you or, always competing. You know what I'm saying? That's it's crazy like that between us. You know what I mean? So, we got to address our kids and teach them that right there is probably the most important thing that we need to teach our kids is how to look at each other, how to look at people that look like them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that we don't do that enough, bro. We don't teach. Ain't no sense of being proud about who you are, what you are. You know what I'm saying? All that. It ain't even about where you come from and all that. You ain't got to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. Just let them know that, man, you special. You something special, shorty. You different. You know what I'm saying? You different. And I mean, ain't nothing like you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing out here like you. It's and then how to treat each other because of that. You know what I'm saying? What we could do if we was to come together. But that also stems from, you know what I'm saying, it goes back to what you were saying about where we focus, what our focus is on as parents. You know what I'm saying? Always watching something, the game, the this, the that. You know what I'm saying? The shorty trying to spend time with you, but you don't want to spend time with them because the game on. Or you trying to go outside, you trying to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Man, spend them extra couple minutes. Boy, the game, it'll be another game, man. Fuck that team ain't thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? The players ain't thinking
You
about
ain't
you.
saying nothing off of
You
it
know
no
what I'm saying?
way.
For real, Joe. You
Yeah.
ain't getting
Yeah.
nothing out of
Yeah.
that, but a
Right.
higher life deal, nigga. You know what
I'm
I'm
trying to tell
saying? Feed your shorty, bro. Get your shorty some of that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? For real, though.
you.
And it's they expecting teachers to raise their kids. But I teach my kids all the time, bro. Look, first and foremost, You
Yeah,
got
that,
stop treating these other people, these people outside of your house with more respect than you treating your kids with. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of parents do that. You get a call home from
yeah,
school, they come down and, oh, what? You in there fucking up then, huh? Oh, bro, get to know the teacher first. You don't even know this teacher might just not like your son, not like your daughter.
right,
How you know that? Just chill.
right,
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying just I'm saying the exact opposite. Build a relationship with your child, man. Period.
right.
With all your kids, you need to build relationships. That's the most important thing. Have a real relationship, not no friendship. A real
Mm-hmm.
relationship where they understand you the father, they the child. You know what I'm saying? This is the role that a father plays. This is the role that a mother plays. You know what I'm saying? And both of them are equally important. You know what I'm saying? They need to know and understand that and how to treat each other. You know what I'm saying? People that look like you, man.